Alright, hello everyone, and welcome to Bob Plays Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts on Legendary difficulty. This is episode 50 of the Austro-Hungarian campaign, and today we are changing our priorities. Basically, France surrendered, and I grabbed a bunch of their territories in exchange for me not killing them anymore. And I wasn't really making any progress invading their homeland anyway. So we're going to take a little bit of a strategic pause. We're going to repair our ships. I'm going to focus on getting China under control, trying to get my transport capacity built back up, shoring up my defenses, things like that. My Coast Guard ships have intercepted some Chinese, so we will go try that out. We'll see if these guys are any good. And basically, we're just going to kind of get our act together, and we'll go from there. But I really need to stabilize my economy, and then we'll go to war with France in a few years once I'm feeling confident again. But I think I want to clean up all these smaller nations first. And I'm sure that'll give France time to build up a big fleet to go and cause me trouble with again, but we'll take care of things then. If I can build up a couple million tons, let's say 3 million tons of ships, I can just park off the French coast and then just hammer them to pieces. So that's how we'll deal with them eventually. So here's my Coast Guard doing its job. And let's tighten up the formation here, and let's see how these guys go. Now these guys are pretty good ships. They've got a pretty good spotting distance, and these guys should be pretty substantial ships. They've got these double turrets of these 3.9-inch guns. What, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them, and some derpy torpedoes that don't matter. So let's try this out. And they're not putting out that much smoke, really. They really don't put out a lot of smoke. This is kind of nice. And they're putting out some. Alright, so let's go see what we got. We got these 2 light cruisers. Their transports have some guns. These cruisers here, these are primitive cruisers. Look like Mark I guns. They are Mark I guns. Looks like armored light cruisers or semi-armored cruisers. Yeah, so we're going to go tear those guys up. It's going to really suck to be them in a minute. Because these guys should be pretty badass. I mean, they're green. Yeah, I'd like them to be trained, but we're having a real crew problem. Building these destroyers at 135 troops apiece, it might almost be better to build larger ships. Just for tonnage reasons, I may try to build just regular heavy cruisers. I don't know if I have enough Coast Guards to guard everywhere where I need to guard, but between them and my other destroyers I should be okay. And these guys are proven to be really effective. I mean, they're just tearing through things. And the gun recoil is not as bad on these. You know, we're sitting at about 50 gun recoil as opposed to 100 before with the 5-inch, the 5.9. So I think 3.9s are going to be my standard destroyer caliber because it's a lot more stable. And they're splattering these things anyway. Yeah, they just carved right through the Chinese fleet. And probably even dealing with the French, they're going to be fine. So, and these Coast Guard ships, yeah, they're going to be fine. I've got some blockade ships coming up also. I need to get those guys ready. So I really don't want to get into a major war with the French or the Soviets until I have my blockade ships ready. And we'll use this time to clean up the Caribbean Empire, previously known as the British Empire. I may need to make another batch of Coast Guard ships just to defend faraway ports. But no, these guys are kind of going to serve the role of what my light cruisers used to serve, and they've got a good long range. Or maybe I'll build a light cruiser instead. Probably better value for. Well, let's check these out. I don't want to click on that. All right, so let's look at things for a minute here, okay? Actually, probably the ship design is what I want to check out. So I think the ship design is where I need to be. All right, so if I look at my blockade ships, these guys have 164 crew. And these guys, the Coast Guard, have 135, right? Now my Phoenix Hawks, which are light cruisers, oh, they've got 507 crew. So, so if we do a little bit of math, let's do about 8,000 tons. Let's pull up a calculator here. We're going to do 8,000 tons divided by about 150, or divided by about 8,000 tons divided by about 500 crew equals about 549 tons per crew. Now the Coast Guard, let's do the blockade. The blockade ships are 3,000 tons divided by 164 crew. No, that can't be. 3,000 divided by 164. So we're getting 18 tons per crew. So the Phoenix Hawk at 8705 divided by 507 to be exact. That's 17. Did something mess up? Let's try this again. 8705 divided by 507. That's 17 tons per crew. So the blockades are actually more effective. And then the Wolverines are 17,000 tons divided by 723 crew, 23 tons per crew. So the Wolverines are actually the most tonnage efficient. And then the Sailor Moon class that we built for New Jersey, so 96,874 divided by 2433 equals 39 tons per crew. So the battleship's actually the most tonnage efficient, but takes 3 years to build. Whereas the Wolverine takes 17 months, 13 months, 8 months, 9 months, 36 months for the... So, just a matter of getting enough crew together. So basically, the bigger the ship, the more tonnage efficient it is for the crew. That's what it seems to be. And we are trying to build up crew pool, so we should have the rest of our ships crewed now. Let's go check. So Cape Town, they're ready to go. They've got 10 guys. I don't really know where I would put the other. I've got those sitting out here, and I've got some Coast Guard sitting there. Got some locusts sitting down. Oh, I took this over, didn't I? I did take that over in the South Indian Ocean. I could put some Coast Guard down here. I don't know if I need any. Because the locusts are really... They're probably better for just putting in places where they're going to be fighting stuff. They don't have, the locusts don't have quite the, these guys have a range of 12,000 kilometers, which is actually really good. And the Coast Guard have a range of 17,000. They got a longer range. So I could park 5 Coast Guard down here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put the Durban. I've got some guys hanging out here. I think I'm building a bunch of cruisers in destroyers in Port Elizabeth. I'm going to park these locusts in Port Elizabeth for now. I'm going to put 5 Coast Guard down this little dinky island here, just to guard this area. I probably won't have to worry about it, but just in case. Because I've got all these Chinese ships everywhere. I've got this invasion over here going down. And I need... Let's go send my battle fleets over here. Go reconstitute these guys together. They're probably gonna end up getting all merged or something, but that's okay. And then we'll grab these. That's gonna be kind of my next immediate goal. So we got these ships all repairing. That's a lot of ships repairing. Are these guys all at 100%? They look like they're all at 100%. No, they're not quite, but we'll give it a turn. All right, we'll have to deal with all those submarines and stuff coming up too. What are our politics for this turn? We're going to continue to increase tension with Germany. I mean, at some point I want to go and munch them. Maybe I eat the Soviet Union first, it's hard to say. Alright, so we'll just keep doing this thing. I think New Jersey fell asleep. He's hoping to... He'd asked to call me on Instagram so he could... Because he's not allowed to use Discord yet. And, so I opened up Instagram. I think I figured out a way that he could practice his English on stream. But then I lost him, so that's okay. He probably went to bed. And that's fine. It's late anyway. Looks like we're going to run into a bunch of ships. Yeah, taking on the French is going to be tough. Because I'm really going to need just a lot of bigger ships to do it. And I could build some battleships, perhaps. They'll be more crew efficient, but they just take so long to build. So probably cruiser's the way to do it. I don't really want to auto-resolve. Yeah, well, let's see what happens if I auto-resolve it. That wasn't so bad. Alright, this one we're going to fight normally. That's a battleship. It's probably not a good battleship. I guess we'll see what happens. Yeah, and I need to reorganize my fleet and figure how we're going to do this. If I'm able to go to war with Germany first, I'll need to take over all their islands in the Pacific while I land attack them. Go high explosives. Have the torpedoes stay off. Alright. Let's zigzag a little bit to get the guys in line for... There we go. This fog is annoying, but let's go find... There's the battleship over there somewhere. These locusts don't have a very good conning tower for spotting. But let's see what this battleship is like. Let's get a close look at him. This is just an old style early dreadnought, it looks like. Mark III. Oh, Mark III 10-inch guns. That's not bad. Alright. Let's go take him out. We're just going to light him on fire. He's big and doesn't have probably a very good chances to hit me. A little bit. He's got a little bit of a chance to hit me. Let's kind of keep away a bit. One good hit from those guns will really suck. It's already down to 87%, so that's pretty good. Yeah, we're just going to burn him down. What are these other guys' chance to hit? 15s, 14s. Yeah, he's going to take a lot of damage from these destroyers. And this is why you don't want an unattended battleship. Oh, wow, look at all that fire. He's like on fire everywhere. Is he going to even lose his structure first? Or is he just going to die to excessive fire? That's just awful for him. Holy crap. Like everything is on fire. He doesn't even have any flaws either. That's a really nice battleship. But excessive fire. Alright, the fire got him. Good job, little destroyers. Good job. Huh. Well, anytime you want to load game, we'll go on to the next turn. Just waiting on you. I'm sure it's because I have a billion ships. Alright, here we go. That was a good fight. So we gained Pengu. That's good. Alright, so these guys have done pretty good. I've grabbed all this stuff. I mean, I could also try and take out the Spanish Empire, also known as the Philippines Empire. I don't think they have any colonies over here left, do they? Oops. No, they got a couple. They got like Gitmo. All right, so I could eat the Spanish Empire also. So is there anything over here that I still want? I want Hong Kong. You guys are still invading. Whoops. You guys are invading here. That's 100%, so that's good. So we're going to go attack Hong Kong. There we go. So let's get Hong Kong. And this is my Wolverine fleet. Those guys are pretty bamf. I'll just park you guys here. And the other main fleet. We'll park you guys over here. You guys are doing invade. You guys are invading. You guys are, let's do an invade. Yeah, sea control is fine. I mean, I really don't want your ships getting out of this area. So I think that'll take care of that. You guys are doing fine here. I think they'll eventually get that taken care of. What I might do is actually take you guys, and we'll switch you to invade. And I will move you down to here. Maybe we can help that out some. So he's trying to go there. So I want this ship, the Panther, to go repair. You guys go repair. There we go. Alright, so that looks pretty good. Ish. Alright, we'll just cycle another turn. And we'll see how we're doing. We're at 700 ships. We're almost to where the US was in World War II. They had about 850 combat ships. So once I get these other destroyers built, and I think those destroyers are going to be more useful when I do the Soviet Union, because let's face it, it's just a matter of time before we go to war with them. And I'll have to block them off so that they can't get their ships out to get me. And I think I just need to control all the choke points in the oceans just to really isolate people's ships. I wish I could build ships, build my transports faster. I used to be able to build like 4%, and now I can't. Now I'm down to like less than 1%. We're gonna fight you guys to the end, because I'm just gonna take all your colonies. Go fight you, go fight that battle. This will be kind of a fun raffle stomp. And the locusts, maybe I just go put them put them just in places just to protect. I don't know, I'm just having a hard time defending my transports. These guys have to kind of get reorganized. Let's get them into kind of a line. That'll be good enough. Alright, so they got that light cruiser. What does this guy have? He's just a derpy semi-armored cruiser. He's not really that good. He's gonna get just lit up. Yeah, he's getting lit up. Alright, so that'll take care of this guy, and then we'll circle around to finish the transports. These destroyers are doing a really good job patrolling the oceans and just taking care of business. Just a matter of can I protect my transports enough? And maybe what I have to do before I just go after the major land territories, maybe I need to take out all the peripheral islands and areas just so they can't, just so they don't have ships just going all over the place. Maybe that's a secret, just trying to blockade things. Well, we'll see. Ultimately, I think it's just going to be just a long grind. All right. We're not building any of those. Going after central China. After Hong Kong. Alright, that's nice. That's going good. And, oh, our Coast Guard got another fight. These Coast Guard ships may just be perfect. At least perfect what I need them to do. Maybe on the next mission I want to really focus on getting twin turrets for light cruisers and for destroyers. That's just a huge increase in firepower. Tighten these guys up. Yeah, we can do auto fire. Let's see if we can What's the armor on you? You've got effectively 6 inches of armor, basically, which my guns won't ever penetrate. These are so nasty. You guys are just so vicious, holy crap. Wow. Wow. These are badass destroyers. I like these a lot. These are great. Yeah, these Coast Guards are really good ships. So really, there's two kinds of ships that you need. Because I don't really like the idea of just having cheap ships that only do invasion. I think that my invasion ships should be capable of blockades. They need a short range and as much oomph on them as possible. And then my patrol ships need to have a high range, and then so they can just sit out and get things. That went really well. Alright, so, was this a naval invasion turn? No, yes it is. Alright, so, we are naval invasioning Hong Kong. We got 100%. I think you guys... we have all of the older ships in this fleet, and they're doing fine. And then you guys are all the newer stuff, right? All 38 knots. That's good. You got a 100% chance, so you boys are just going to do great. You're just going to go take that. I can do Eastern China, but I don't care about that right now. I really just want to continue to blockade Eastern China and take their interior. I mean, none of this is really that... Yeah, we're just going to just keep munching away these guys. Alright, so... that's good. And the only other people I'm at war with is England, and we want to take the English colonies. So we've got this area here, 100%. So now we're going to take Trinidad also. That way I can invade that at the same time. Alright. And realistically, these 20 light cruisers are going to just sort of sit right over here at the edge of the invasion zone. That's 174,000 tons. That's awesome. And then these guys are going to sit over here. Alright, so that'll take care of Trinidad. And then... so, as far as future invasions, we've got to get Georgetown, and we got these two areas down here. So that's pretty much all of England, right? What does England have left? England has 5 provinces. So we got these 2, 3, 4, and 5. And these are relatively small. But I'll have to deal with them. So there's no point. I mean, I could just make England surrender, but in, let's say, 2 and 4 turns, I'll be invading all these things. So I think what I'll do is I'll just send a couple fleets down to grab these 2, and we'll call it good. So you guys, what kind of ship? These are, I don't need the Sailor Moon ships. These are invasion ships. Alright, so let's go send... actually, let's... And I've got some ships up here too, don't I? In Plymouth. Yeah, what do we have here? We've got 300,000 tons. And these are Warhammers, which we want to eventually use back in France. And I can just grab... And that's 300,000 tons. This will guaranteed grab an island. So, how long would it take for you guys to get here? It'll take you 3 turns. That's not bad. And the minesweepers, that's a lot of minesweepers. I don't need to send all these minesweepers. The minesweepers I want to hold back and save them for when I need to do minesweeping things. Whoops, I didn't want to take the locusts. Alright, so we don't need the minesweepers. We're going to send all of you guys. It'll take you 3 turns to get there. That's fine. And then... you guys... What kind of battleships do we have here? We have Warhammers, Chunky Boys. What kind of ships are these? These are Warhammers that I sent down there, right? They kind of are, aren't they? Yeah, that's fine. All right, so let's go send a battle fleet down here. I don't want to send the... Well, we could send the Warhammers, and I'll send the Chunky Boys elsewhere. The Warhammers are going to go and come back. Guardians, Chunky Boys, Warhammers. The Rudolph is a Guardian. Guardian, Warhammer. Warhammer. Warhammer, alright. And then we can send all these old cruisers because I don't need any of these. Alright, so send all of those. We could send the locusts with them. I don't need to. Send 10. I'll send 20 of them, so I'm going to leave 10 locusts behind. And all those other locusts and minesweepers we can... I could leave the wasps down there too. Yeah, because we could put like 5 wasps down there. Alright, so we're going to move... Oh, I have too many crew. Wow. I guess we'll leave some of these, some of the border patrol ships behind. Let's, we have way too many, wow, we have way too many light cruiser. We got a lot of stuff. We still have too many. Alright, so we'll leave behind some of the lawnmowers. Do I just have too many... I might have just too many battleships. I may just have too many of them. Alright, guess we're gonna do that. Alright, that should be enough. Alright, did the, so we got the naval invasion queued up. So that'll take care of these guys in the future, so we should be good. Alright. So we'll see how this plays out. Because I need to leave destroyers everywhere just to cover my assets. And we'll build some new invasion fleets once we kind of get things figured out. The hard part, like I said, is just getting, I'll need probably 3 million tons of ships to go invade France. And I'm sure they're getting their army logistics all built back up. Well, we'll go sink as many views as we can. At 4, alright, whatever. Alright, 3 light cruisers against a battleship. This will be interesting. If my 3 light cruisers can take them down, that means they're pretty badass compared to the Chinese ships. So, let's see what we got. And I guess the nice thing about my destroyers, even the older ones, are good enough that I can kind of cover what I need to do. So they're still useful. Especially these faster ships. These faster light cruisers. This is an old style battleship. Yeah, it's one of these one of those early dreadnoughts. Let's try and keep a little bit of a distance and just start lighting him up. I don't think he can see me yet. You can see me now, not very well. Alright, well, this is just gonna suck to be him. Hopefully he doesn't hit me, because it'd suck to be me. Yeah, he's down to half already. Yeah, that battleship is just not having a good day. Alright. Yeah, they tore him the hell up. As much as I'd like to get into a fight with Germany, maybe I grab Spain, just because that might be quick and easy. I mean, it kind of sucks to be Spain, because it's kind of the whipping boy of everybody. But maybe I could make that happen. And then while I have my ships out there, I can go grab all the German islands and stuff down there. And maybe what I ought to do is I ought to take all my surplus destroyers and just house them someplace. Just store them. At least until I need them. Alright, so he's sunk. And this destroyer is gonna suck to be him. So let's go catch him and go sink him. I wonder if build time is based on tonnage. It's probably almost entirely based on tonnage. Maybe what I could do is I could build a battleship that has not a lot of secondaries. For invasion purposes. And maybe I can keep the crew down that way. That might be an idea. Make kind of a small battleship. Because I'm going to need a lot of tonnage just to go take out the French ports. And I don't think it really matters what kind of tonnage I have. I just need tonnage. And I do have a lot of light ships, and so if I have a fast battleship, Maybe that might be something I try. I go for a fast battleship, because the tonnage is what lets me invade. So I go for a fast battleship that can catch things. That way I don't have to train so many crew, and it doesn't take so long to build. And I don't have to be very tonnage efficient. I just need to use up the tonnage. And get, because if I could get 40 tons per crew member, 50 tons per crew member, that might be a way to do it. Alright, let's see what else we have. No, we're not selling you blockade ships. I need those. Alright, an ambush. What do we have here in the Yellow Sea? 5 destroyers ambushing some stuff. Awesome. This will work quite nicely. Yeah, so maybe we mop up the Spanish next. What's the range on these guys? 11 kilometers. Have it set to safe. I'm spawning them 14 kilometers out. I can't quite hit them yet. They are heading towards me, so they think they can win. Alright, well, here we go. %70 chance to hit, holy crap. You know, granted, his shots are getting awfully close to me. And firing torpedoes. I don't think my torpedoes even have a chance to hit yet. From this, we're just nailing the hell out of them. Wow. All right, so this has just proven that the Coast Guard ships are awesome, and I think the blockade ships are going to be even better. Well, I'm definitely learning kind of more the strategy for how I want to do this. Wonder what's the smallest battleship I can make. I'll think about that probably before the next stream. I still have a bunch of destroyers that I'm building, a bunch of blockade ships. Okay. So we can do another naval invasion. I can't naval invade anything on England, I'm already doing it all. Now the Spanish Empire, they kind of like me so does Germany. I can naval invade Sarhawk, that's the only other one I can do. Now Sarhawk is busy getting invaded, 24%, 34%. That's just a matter of time. Hong Kong is going to be grabbed next turn. So I could invade Sarhawk this turn. I really don't want to mess with Eastern China. We're just going to keep grabbing those. As far as the Brits go, we're just going to nom these things when we get there, but it's going to take... Looks like it's taking a while to get there. 3 of 7, 1 of 4. So this is... These are both at 100%, so that's doing fine. I could start provoking Spain. I might as well do the Sarhawk and grab that quick. Because that's the only other one I can naval invade. So yes, we'll do that. Alright. Looks pretty good. And then you are getting repaired. And then all of these guys, I mean, I have a lot of tonnage of ships in here. I could take out Spain before I take out Germany. You know, that would be a possibility. I could park a bunch of ships out here. The advantage to Germany... Well, I could land invade them, and I can naval invade this stuff here. So, you are a bunch of... These are my invasion. I've got some invasion ships. I got the Sailor Moon ships. And these guys all look fixed. So, the Sailor Moon ships are huge, and I don't need to take them anywhere particularly. So, those guys we're going to put out to sea. And we're going to... I think we're going to park them right off the coast of here. Because I'll want to, when I do go to war with Germany, I'm going to want to grab Helgoland. So, alright, so we have, here's one of his Sailor Moon ships. That's another one of them. And you. So I've got these 3 big honking ships, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then as far as these ships go, these are just some light cruisers that are not great. I want to send you with some minesweeper ships to protect you. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Actually, I don't need... So I'm not going to be putting these guys right up into a minefield. Because the invasion ships are smaller and they're more likely to have to do the minefield job. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Instead, let's give you some locusts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And give you some... The bad Vasilu, he's still alive. What kind of ship does he use? A hunter. Let's give some of the hunters. And this way I've got some minesweepers, I got some locusts to deal with destroyers. 3, 4, 5. We're just going to go and give you a bunch of destroyer escorts. So we're going to do that. And then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then we'll use these guys, because these are smaller ships. These guys will be crawling right up into the ports, so do that. Okay. Then as far as you go, you've got a lot of... I ought to send these guys down to Asia just to deal with it. Just to help deal with some of these things. Alright, so if I move... Because these guys, I have enough ships to take all of this. I'm not worried about that. I really have enough to deal with Asia, but we're going to help out anyway. So we're going to park you guys right here. So let's grab the chunky boys first. 6, 7. So those are the chunky boys. And then I need to give you... I don't really need to give you any minesweepers. I want to give you some destroyers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then what light cruisers do we have? Are these all old light cruisers? These are border patrols, border patrols, border patrols, and lawnmowers, huh? And some interceptors. These are all kind of older stuff. Alright, so we're going to give you some lawnmowers just for tonnage. And some hunters. We'll give you some of the older. How are we doing on crew? We're doing fine. I should give you some minesweepers just in case. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because those are really good escort ships. And here's a lawnmower. 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 Oops. I'll leave one of the locusts behind. There we go. Boom. So we got that. And then we have these Guardian ships that we'll also send, but I'm going to wait a turn, that way the ships get spread out a little bit. So I think we're in pretty good shape. So we're going to go cycle another turn, and I'll be right back. Outstanding, I'm back. You know, I'm trying to drink more water and less tea. I mean, I like drinking tea. I don't want to drink too much. Alright, so that worked pretty good. And we still lost a couple transports, but it's not so bad. So we conquered some more stuff. We got Hong Kong. So that's going well. Alright, so let's... So transports, I'm still at 140. It's better than the 138 I was at before. So we're only going up 0.8 per turn, which is awful. It's absolutely awful. I just don't know how to get more of these. So we'll continue to increase tension with Germany. Alright, this will go pretty well. Yeah, these Coast Guard ships are proving to be a really good idea. And maybe having a mix of light cruisers and destroyers would be good in the future if destroyers give if there's some sort of bonus to that. Maybe having like a light cruiser and a couple of destroyers. That might be... Especially early on, if the light cruisers get better spotting, that might be how I want to... I want to stock it up. Depends on what we're fighting and how fast I can make things go. Alright, so let's see. I only have 3 of these Coast Guard ships. But this might be enough, because these guys are basically light cruisers at this point. So I need to be able to take out their stuff, but they're just not that. 2 kilometers. Yeah, like 2.3 kilometers. Alright, so let's do this. These transports have guns, they do, yeah, so we'll keep our distance. Yeah. This is going very nice. Start lighting this guy up. Yeah. Start turning these guys, and we'll just keep circling around, just taking them out. I mean, I'm so much more advanced than the Chinese that they're just not going to hold up well for me. Really, the problem is just how do I protect my fleet on a large scale. And I really got myself into trouble there. Good thing I had a surplus of ships, but this is going to be a real bother to get me back. I've got really good chances to hit them. Wow. Well, that was a massacre. That's kind of an interesting dreadnought. 5 guns. All right, well, I mean, we're definitely making progress. So that's the good news. We're definitely making progress. All right, what do we have? Oh, we already did something this turn. So this is all going pretty well. So you guys, I'll send my Guardian fleet out. I could send these guys the other way, but there's not. I got these guys over here that I could sit and park at. And this will piss off Germany if I sit out over here, I think. If they have any other... I don't have any other holdings out here. Yeah, so that's all. So I'm just going to go right here. Alright, so the 5 Guardians. And get the Interceptor. Alright, I need to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Minesweepers to guard them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Locusts. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, which is just in case. And then we'll grab whatever remaining cruisers for tonnage. Grab the Locust for tonnage. Now these Minesweepers I want to kind of leave where they're at because I'm going to need those to clear mines later on. So this will be good enough. That'll be a good enough invasion fleet. I've got 5 Minesweepers to guard the fleet. Because I can just send these in as an independent unit just to go clear out mines. I mean, I guess I could send more. I've got plenty of them. And my blockade ships will be able to do it too. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. Alright, that's fine. Alright, we'll do that. This still leaves me a sufficient number of minesweeping ships. And then in here, this invasion fleet, I think they're just going to chill out. These are all minesweepers. Look at all those minesweepers just hanging out waiting for the next war. You know what I could do to piss off Germany is I'm going to take these minesweepers, because these are all minesweepers. I'm going to move you guys. I'm going to park you right here. Let's see if that'll piss off Germany a little bit. Yeah, alright, there we go. That should do it. And then these guys over here, that's sitting at 90%. And I have, so I grabbed Hong Kong. So I'll just move you guys down here. And that'll take care of that, I think. Yeah, that'll be more than enough tonnage. And then you guys, we're going to park off the coast of here. Oh, you guys got the Samoan Islands, okay. We're going to go right here just to piss you guys off, and I think this will be alright. There's still a bunch of Chinese ships floating around over here, but they're having a little bit of trouble. He's repaired. Oh, look, there's some ships. Let's go get him. So I'm gonna have you guys go get him. I'm gonna have you join him. There we go. Beautiful. I don't know why you're just sitting there. That's a torpedo boat. I could try to have these wasps go and catch him. try that. Alright, here we go. And then we'll spend the next couple of turns invading the remaining British islands. And that'll take care of him. And then we start trying to wrap up Germany and Spain. Hopefully, China doesn't, like, economically fall apart before I can finish taking them over. That might be a problem. I have to make sure I'm not blockading them too hard, actually. But we've got some battles coming up, it looks like, so these should be all pretty good. Yeah, this is why I edited the previous videos, because I just have these long gaps in between. Alright, so... go sync transports, bloop. And sync more transports, bloop. And let's go hunt that torpedo boat down. He was nice enough to sit there and wait for me. And, of course, it's a storm. Which is just not what I wanted to hear. Oh, well. I think it'll be okay, because the Chinese torpedoes have pretty short range, so it should be alright. These Wasps really are not great ships. I mean, they're okay ships. They're just not great ships. Daytime, so it's just rainy. Alright. Still pretty awful. Can't even see the radio direction. Alright, we're going the right way. Alright, so... well, we'll catch him eventually. He can't be going that fast in the storm either. Very pretty. I think the clouds go a certain way no matter which way my camera's going. I mean, it's a really interesting cloud effect. They definitely have several layers of clouds. You got the high up layers. This is really cool here. We got stuff just kind of mixing around. Then this low layer looks like it's just gonna swirl around me no matter which way my camera's facing. There he is. It's a torpedo boat, so let's have the high explosive ready to go. I have to get really close before I can see him. That's gonna kind of suck. He's got to be about 7 kilometers away. There he is. Alright, let's go light him up. And just to make sure, this guy only has 3-kilometer torpedoes, and he's already getting hurt. Ooh. Yeah, because he doesn't have any armor. Torpedo boats don't have armor. Yeah. Alright, problem solved. Alrighty, well. Alright, let's see what we got next. We have... Oh, good. This is the fight I wanted. We're going to go grab all of these guys. Alright, so... these guys are all figuring out their formation. And these are my fly swatter cruisers. These are such great cruisers. I love these cruisers. They are so good. They're really pretty too. Alright, so we are just going to cruise along. Oh, there's torpedo boats. Let's get the torpedo boats first, if we can. Because I don't want you firing torpedoes at me, so we're just going to go smush you. There's one that we smushed, and there's another one that we're smushing, and the third one. There we go. Always take the time to kill the small ships if you can. Just because there. Pain to track down later. And we got the cruiser as well. Unfortunately, these guys don't have very long torpedo ranges either. So I can just kill them with impunity. Because the torpedoes are what really makes them annoying. Alright, is that it? Very good. Good job. Alright, that was a good victory. Because those guys would have really... It would have really caused me problems. Alright, so... And we did not lose any transports, which is awesome. Alright, so... Well, I want to check the finances first. 141, alright, so... Ah! We're down to 0.79. Really, is that all the room we have? I don't know why it's so little. Unless it's because maybe my Navy budget is too small compared to the rest of my economy. My shipyard development is a minor portion of my expenses. Fleet maintenance is a big one. Almost out of... don't have enough crew. Getting plus 2,700 a turn. So maybe I'm fine. I still have a bunch of mothballed blockade ships. Alright. I don't need them yet. Alright, so here we have naval invasion time. So British Ghana, Falkland Islands, and Skizzy. Let's go see what we... So Skizzy's 151 million. Falkland Islands is 300 million. And British Ghana's 5 billion. But these guys are still doing their invasion thing, so we're gonna go for Falkland Islands first. Wait, how far away are... One turn away, one turn away. I'll do Scuzzy first. There we go. That'll take care of that. Convoy. Get these Coast Guard ships going. I mean, putting out the ships out to sea on patrol or on protect, I guess that kind of... I guess that helps. Oh, hell, it's another storm. But I think having the long-range ships in port, just nailing enemy ships, that seems to be very helpful. It's a really fast destroyer. Alright. So this is just going to be irritating. But I think we have to do it. I mean, we'll see how this goes. I mean, these guys should have reasonable spotting ranges. And these are pretty seaworthy destroyers. Are they all veterans? They are. Ideally, I'd like to hit the torpedo boats first, but I don't think that's going to necessarily happen. And these guys have guns, so I might as well take them out just to be on the safe side. Are these all veterans? They really are. So I think the strategy is that the ships with the long range ought to stay in port and let the computer generate raids. And then the ships with the short range need to go and hunt stuff down, blockade, whatever. That cruiser's getting nicely torn up. Yeah. Alright, right on. See if we can hit that torpedo boat. There's a couple good hits. Alright. Let's cut in, and I'd like to get that other torpedo boat if I can, please. There we go. Good job. And it's tough because I've got to be faster. I've got to be really fast, you know, to where I can catch the enemy and the long range to build these ships, and that doesn't leave a lot for guns. So I guess I'm very fortunate. I think the Coast Guard just came out just right. I was very fortunate with them. Alrighty. And we've got I think two more battles as well. I was trying to get a little tired. I'm kind of relaxed. I'll be probably wanting to go to bed soon, but I really want to see how this all wraps up. Got two more convoys. There we go. So maybe I put my ships in three categories. I've got my long-range ships that sit and in port and just raid and do whatever, go for sea control. Short-range ships that blockade, and then just leftover, just some sort of small group that goes for just defending, protecting transports. Why do these guys have... Oh, there they go. Alright. And I'll really need to blockade areas where people go. Probably what I do is I just make like a wall of ships in the protect zones where the enemy have to traverse, and that way they have to run into some of my ships. Maybe that's how I do it. That's not working out well for him. Wow. Wow. These Coast Guard are just awesome. These really are kind of like my light cruisers at this point. So, when I start my next campaign, I'll build some early patrol ships that'll be small, and they won't be that good in the long run, but short term they'll be pretty good, and then long term I can have those be the ships that sit out in the ocean and protect. Because the ships that go and raid in port have to be very fast and very long range. Or I send the older ships to do invasion missions outside of undefended enemy ports and just use them as blockade ships. The problem is they still have to be tough enough to fight. But maybe there's a small number, maybe the enemy will get cocky and try and fight me. It's hunting down those lone destroyers or those lone light cruisers that are really annoying. Like this. This will be... Well, these guys go 31. Even this Locust goes 34, so this will be fine. And then older ships just get lumped into an invasion fleet with a couple of new ships to protect them. I think that's the strategy. Are these guys just scattered all over the place? Where are they at? There they are. Well, these are unarmed transports. Let's make sure we're set to high explosive, and these guys will level up. And I really like the idea of having a high-speed, super expensive destroyer to sell to other countries. That way when they participate in missions, they can keep up even with the newer ships. That's not bad at all. Alright, your destroyers... How much armor do they have? They have basically nothing. Iron armor, wow. Those guys, those destroyers are pretty awful. Alright. Yeah, they're pretty bad. Alright, well. We will sink you. Yeah, I'm not getting nearly as much gun recoil with these lighter guns, so I think that's... Ooh, that's a good hit. So I think that's kind of how we run them. Let's go turn you in. Hopefully he hasn't launched his torpedo. Hopefully I blew it up. It's hard to tell. He didn't launch the other one, so... Yeah, I think we're good. Alright, well there we go. Yeah, these Coast Guards are great. $259 tons. A top speed of 26 knots. Alright. That worked pretty well. Alright, do we have any? We got the naval invasion going on. We're up to 141, so that's good. So we're slowly rebuilding those ships. And these guys are doing their thing. Alright, we're gonna just let it ride. So I'll have England eliminated within the year. I think that's probably about reasonable. And I need to get into a fight with Germany by then. Well, that's interesting. So he's he's a slow ship, and he's attacking a my invasion fleet. It looks like. Well, these are just locusts and yeah, that's like an invasion fleet. All right, let's go have a fight with the old ships. All right, we're just gonna hunt him down with old ships because we can, because he's old. I wonder if those destroyers are front heavy. Kind of looks like it does. They are. They got an awful lot of stuff up here. Well, alright, let's see what we got. We are going to... We're going to grab all you guys together, put you in one big group. And... you know what? Screw it. We're just going to do it like this. I could probably have all those other guys go and fight, but yeah, we're just gonna do this. Because these guys haven't gotten into a fight in a while. These stupid looking ships, but I love them. This is just a bad design. It just did not work out. Well, I guess they're okay. Well, I go faster than he does, so we'll catch him eventually. I probably just should have sent my locusts after him just to get him, but I want these guys to have a little bit of fun and action. This is definitely a conga line of death. Look at that is a conga line of death. All right. All right, so we see him on radar. And there he is. And this poor guy, Mark 1 8-inch and Mark 3 9-inch guns. This is an old cruiser design. He has about 6 inches effective armor. And he's just gonna keep getting hit. His torpedoes have 3-kilometer range. Most of the shots are flying over him. Yeah, this is just called a bad day. A very bad day. Because you're not getting away from me going at 21 knots. This whole ship's on fire now. Yeah, poor guy. Down he goes. Alright. Alright, I'm going to wrap up the stream pretty soon. Alright, so let's see what we got next. We got another convoy. I did not lose any more transports again, which is wonderful. And so I captured that from China. I gained Trinidad, that's good. no, I don't want to sell you my ships that I need for the coming battle. Alright, so we're up to 142. We are. Alright, so this is coming along okay. Still trying to staff up all my ships. And we'll increase tension with Germany some more. Alright, so let's go see what we have here for this convoy. We'll go sink some more ships there. Yeah, I need to hurry up and get into a fight with Germany before I take out China. And I should be able to gobble up the German colonies. Honestly, I thought I'd be able to take out France much quicker, but France was just a real pain. And once I go back to war with them again later, they're going to probably have a pretty good fleet. And that's going to be annoying. But I think I'll whittle down their colonies first, and then go for mainland France. I think that's how I'll have to do it. That way their ships will be contained. And these Coast Guards are just wonderful ships. Alright, we're just going to go burn all you guys down. These guys don't have any guns. So yeah, we're just going to sail along and just attack them. I'm not even going to worry too much about it. %, chance to hit, holy crap. Now you're going in for a torpedo run, you're getting kind of ballsy. But that didn't work. Wow, these guys have really good to hits. I mean, they're veterans now. The recoil's not so bad. And these are using a, are they using, auto or firing or anything? No, that's the other ones that were standard reloading. I can't wait to see what the blockade ships do. Alright, well that, there goes that fleet. That's pretty epic. That Fletcher destroyer looks pretty nice. That's a nice destroyer. That looks like a destroyer. Alright, well. Alright, let's see what we got next. Alright, so down here, these guys they got 100%. So can we do the Falcon Islands now? That's going to be a next turn. So all these guys are doing pretty well, I think, over here. He's just sitting there. Alright, well, if you're just going to sit there, then I'm going to walk out here and get you. Put you guys there. Let's put 3 of you there. Kind of block that off. Alright, so light cruisers, got a 150-kilometer minefield radius. I mean, all this is going pretty well. Now this invasion fleet here, I'm eventually going to go to war with Spain and Germany, and I'll try and I'll grab this stuff. When I go to war with France, I'm going to need to nail these first, and then I'll come back to France. So the invasion ships here, I really don't need them there. And there's nothing really here that I need, because I've got fleets here that can handle anything in the Caribbean. That's already doing fine. So I could send my invasion ships down this way, but I don't really need them for any. Well, probably when I try to take these, I'll need it. And if I decide I want to go wrap up China, I'll need the tonnage. So, alright, we will go ahead and send the invasion ships down here. So, I'm just going to send you guys to just sort of generic Southeast Asia. And we'll send all the locusts. And then we've got 10 minesweepers. We'll just send them all. There we go. There we go. 5 turns. It'll take a while, but that's fine. Alright, I will be right back while the turn cycles. Alright, I'm back. I had to go check on some dogs. I'm dog sitting 2 other dogs for some friends. I gotta make sure they're okay. Alright, so the Soviets are still getting kind of mad at me, which is fine. We'll just go sink some of these. Go chase him down manually, because I want to make sure I kill him without taking any substantial damage myself. It's a little bit tedious, but probably better that way, just to be safe. And it's a damn storm. Of course it is. Why wouldn't it be a storm? Be nice if it would tell me what the weather was before the engagement, actually. That'd be kind of nice. Going the right way? Yeah, we are. Okay. Let's go turn these off. I don't really need the torpedoes. We really don't use torpedoes that much because we're mostly gunboats. These all bouncing all over the place. Look at this, boing, 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 boing. Well, the front's coming out. Look at that. The front of it is just kind of popping out there, and yeah, he's just bouncing all over the damn place. Yeah, managing all of these ships and ports and everything, I really need to kind of regroup my ships into fleets. Assign different ships to, different ships to different areas, have different regional commands, something like that, kind of like how the United States has the world divided up into different regional command areas. I probably need something like that. We're getting close. We're definitely getting close. Alright, let's see what we got. Those things are small and hard to spot. I mean, I guess they're only 500 tons or something. There he is. How big are you? 382 tons, and he costs 1.6 million. Wow, he's already kind of screwed. Bonk. Oh, he's really screwed. Yeah. Alright, well. So much for that. Alright, well, let's see what else we have on today's docket of sinking ships. Yeah, at this point it's getting a little bit tedious, just kind of grinding through stuff, unfortunately. Alright, well, let's see where we're at. Come on, game, load up. There we go. Alright, so... Oh, we lost 2 transports in the Central Atlantic. What the heck's in the Central Atlantic to sink a ship? Yep. Columbia, sure. I don't know if we'll actually do anything about it. There's a lone Chinese cruiser sitting here not doing anything. So let's go intercept you. There we go. We're still at 142. That's not bad. Alright, we will naval invade the Falkland Islands. He will be ready soon. I'll grab this guy last, because I think that Britain only has those 2. He's got 3 provinces, yeah. So that'll be the last of them. And I do have some blockade ships getting ready, so that's good. Alright, so as far as my relationships go, so the Soviets are starting to really not like me that much, so we're probably going to get into a fight with them before we get into a fight with Germany. And that's okay, because honestly it's bound to happen anyway, and once I finish off Britain, I can pull some of my ships back. I don't know how... I mean, they're very behind, so I don't know how tough that's going to be. What I probably need to do is take my... I need to start blockading stuff. So we're going to take some blockade ships. So I really need to block off like the Baltic Sea here. And if I were to put... Where are you going? You are... Alright, so you're just hanging out. But you guys should be going to Kale. I want you to actually be in here. Right in there, please. Alright, there we go. So that's good. Alright, so what I want to do is I want to take... Actually, I really want to get some light cruisers right here. So I want to put some fly swatters there. Except I don't know where I have some spare fly swatters. I've got some in the North Sea. So these are probably not... Hunter, 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 hunter. So those are not the ones I'm looking for. I should have some fly swatters here. You guys are fly swatters. And I'm going to take you boys. And I'm going to park you right here. I kind of want the newer ships, but I don't have any of those ready. Or I have them, they're just not anywhere useful right now. And he's a fly swatter. That's a fly swatter. I probably want more fly swatters just in case. Put you there. That's 5. Put him there. Alright, so that'll take care of that. And then, as far as the blockade ships, you've got, as far as ports up here, you only have these 2 ports. So I will put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll put 5 of you there. Put 5 of you there. And that will sort of take care of up here. I need to have... I've got ships here ready to go. Do I have any in Singapore? No, where was I making the blockade ships down here? I was making them in Melbourne. That's right, over here. Which maybe making them in Melbourne wasn't the best idea. These guys are all... Alright, okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna put some in Vladivostok. This will really piss them off, but that's okay. We're just going to blockade everything. Because what I don't want is your ships getting out and causing me trouble. I'll just wait till I have more ships ready. That's fine. And over here, I'll put some in Odessa. Two, three, four, five. We've got a cruiser there. We'll just put the 61,000, 85,000. We'll just put stuff here also. One. All right. Probably not the most efficient layout, but probably should add another up in here, but this will be all right. All right, so this will be kind of a start to that. Port Elizabeth, you've got a crap ton of these blockade ships, which I'll just sort of hold on to those in reserve, because I think I'm in pretty good shape. I really kind of am. And then we'll figure out what I'm going to do with them a little bit later. Alright, so we're doing the naval invasion against England. Yep, alright, so let's... How am I... So I'm not building any ships right now, so... I really need to figure out a... kind of like a cheap battleship or something like that. Maybe I'll do that for next time. Let's go ahead and do one more turn, and then I'll probably call it a night. Because I do need just raw tonnage of ships. I could build just a whole pile of those heavy cruisers. That's probably what I ought to do. Because I'll need those for when I'm invading France. Alright, well, I hope you guys are enjoying this. I'm having a great time. I love this game. This has been very relaxing for me. And I know it's not as condensed as when I edit the videos, but this is so much easier. Okay, so go sink you guys. Sploosh. Go sink you guys. Sploosh. Let's go fight you out normally. And it'll be very interesting when I get into the fight with the Russians, with the Soviets. We'll go liberate them from communism. That's what we'll do. Because they're going to be the last big fleet of ships that I can fight until I get into it with the French. And the French will be interesting to fight also once I eventually get back to them. I really do like these small task forces. But certainly this campaign I've learned a lot. I've definitely learned how I want to organize my fleets better. It's a little bit too late because I've already just produced so many ships. I've got kind of this monstrosity of a fleet. And I probably should have done fewer destroyers and more light cruisers. Because they're definitely more useful. But that's okay. I'll clean up the mess later. Oh, he's poof. All right. And I think for a global conquest, I think that you have to take out England and France before they become too advanced, otherwise it's a pain. Because Russia and China seem to lag behind anyway, and Spain as well. And so you can grab some of their stuff just as targets of opportunity. And the USA, I'm realistically not going to fight them this campaign just because we're allies and I have no idea how to break an alliance. And taking on the USA is a real... I have no idea how I'd even do that. I'd have to mass ships early on and do some sort of massive naval invasion. Maybe I don't know how I'd do it. That'd be a giant pain. All right. We got control of Scuzzy. Let's get this convoy. Those Coast Guards are proving to be very good. Yeah, I think from a pure management perspective, I prefer cruisers to light cruisers to destroyers, just because you have to have just such a swarm of destroyers. Although probably for auto-resolving things, with the submarines are probably more useful. Certainly with the minesweeping kits. Alright, so let's take you out. Alright, let's go get him. Kinda want to go after that destroyer first. These transports don't have any guns. So we'll shoot at whatever we can shoot at, but definitely that destroyer is my target. Except I can't see the destroyer because he's hiding in the smoke. There he is. What kind of armor do you have on your cruiser? You've got kind of garbagey armor. Guess we're just gonna burn him down. Alright, please hit the destroyer. Holy crap! Wow! Wow, what was that? That was... He hit me with a 9.7-inch gun right in my aft belt, and it... Wow! Alright, so... You are going to smoke up and leave. Wow. He's gonna get a torpedo off, probably. See if you guys can avoid it. Wow. That was a hit. Alright, well, not much I can do about that. That was just a lucky hit. Normally I should have been able to take a hit from one of those shells, but that just got me perfect. Wow, that hurt. Oh well. The Chinese have been good about getting just lucky hits on my ships and just taking them out. Not very often, but often enough. Alright, well. Come on, game, load up. I wish there was a way I could get the game to load faster. I've got about as powerful of a computer as I could realistically have. So I'm not certain what would be... So you're at 100%. Do we have naval invasion option? No, we don't. So we will increase the tension with Germany. I think the Soviets will get there on their own. And then you guys... What kind of... I'm going to leave the wasps down here to guard. So you guys are going to head back to... kind of up this way. I'm going to park you off the coast of whatever this is. I'll do that. And my wasps are going to hang out here. There we go. That's perfect. Alright, so these guys are going to get conquered. Next turn, I will launch a naval invasion here. So these guys are hanging out, just kind of doing their thing. And what time is it? It's getting pretty late here. So, all right, I am going to call it a day. Thanks everybody for watching. I had a great time. Hope you had a great time too. I will stream again tomorrow after work. And catch everybody later. Thanks a lot for watching, and have a great day. Goodbye.